This is National Lampoon's Vacation. Oh yeah, this is so great. So this is the typical family vacation in the movies, but we're here to talk a little bit about real life and maybe with the hopes of making it a little less wild than what you see in this movie. Christy Brinkley looked great, didn't she? I mean, really, she still does.
That is fun.
Right? But most children are finishing up school for the summer and now it's time for vacation. So here to help make us ensure that traveling with the kids goes as smoothly as possible is Gail Bell, our parenting expert. Good morning to you, Gail.
Good morning.
So much fun with that clip, but we don't want it to go like it goes in that movie, do we? No.
Not really.
Not really, exactly. So what are some of the things we need to think about when we are traveling, hitting the road with the kids in the summer?
Well, the thing is, it is summer, and it should be fun, and it should be a little more relaxed, but there, you can't throw all your expectations or rules out the window either, because that'll come back and not be good. So,
right.
It's just about taking the time to communicate with them, some expectations in the car, when you're in a restaurant, bedtimes, meals, things like that.
Right. And you're saying outline that before you even get going.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So what does that do? It just gets everybody on the same page?
Totally. And and sometimes we just assume that our kids know that. Well,
right.
Why would it be any different? And that's not fair.
Right.
So just be open and honest and communicate. And, as they get older, they should have some say as well.
Sure.
Discuss things. Okay, we can go on 3 different tours. Pick one.
Right. Okay. Wonderful.
Things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if you're hitting the road, too, with another family?
That is a whole nother situation that you really need to talk about, because there's 2 issues that stand at the forefront, and that is parenting styles. Right. And there's no one right way to parent.
Right. So they
but
can be very different.
Very different. Even if you are like best buddies with a girlfriend and you see her all the time, or grew up with her, there's probably different rules and expectations when it comes to how we raise our children.
Okay.
So there's that, and then there's financial constraints.
For sure.
For sure.
Right.
For
so are
sure.
we going out for dinner every night, for example?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Even buying groceries. Are we splitting the bill, or are you doing breakfasts? So it needs to be talked about. If you're staying in one place, for sure. There's other things to think about is, what are bedtimes?
Right.
Do you have a 2-year-old that needs a 2-hour nap every afternoon?
Right.
Do some families have children that get up at 6? And is the day going to start at 6 for everyone? Or is the agreement that you go somewhere quiet if your kids are up and we all start together at 8 or 9? Or do you have teenagers that sleep till noon when other families want to get going?
Right.
There's lots to think about. Curfews for teenagers.
Yeah. Curfews for teenagers, of course.
Yeah, well, one's fine with us. 1 in the morning is fine. Really, we're thinking 11.
Yeah.
So some compromise or discussion or agreement that you have a few different rules.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
See, I never even thought of some of those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, you're saying have that conversation with the other family before you even get out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And things like if one family rents the place, what happens if they're, talk openly and honestly? So are we in agreement that all bills that come in are split evenly? Because maybe there was a damage deposit you didn't get back.
Right. Okay. So
and you don't want to, I'm not going to bug them about that $200 damage deposit, but then it bugs you for the next year.
Right. Of course it does. You don't forget it. Exactly. Okay. So open communication right from the get-go.
And if you start right from the get-go, and not judgment or it's going to be this way.
Right.
Here's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking?
What do you think? Okay. So just be open and honest.
Really
Gail,
open and
thank you
honest.
so much. Fantastic tips as always.